Sarah here from Core Exercise Solutions. Welcome to my office. This is where the mental magic happens. Today we're going to be going over 5 quick tips to help you survive that plane flight pain-free. Wouldn't it be awesome to get off the plane and have no back or hip pain? That'd be great. So let's do that. All right, 5 tips. Tip number 1, we're going to have the magic happen in the airport. So I'm going to show you what to do before you get on the plane. Tip 2, 3, and 4, on the plane, how to fight the pain. All right, and tip number 5 is where to sit. Believe it or not, there is an optimal place to sit on the plane for you to get more back support. So, tip number 1, in the airport or at home if you're afraid of looking like a crazy person in front of other people. So, in the airport, what I'm going to have you do is just a quick side plank. What we're going to do is we're going to get your core warmed up. And you're like, Sarah, I'm not in shape. I can't do side planks. They hurt my shoulder, blah, blah, blah. All right, what I want you to do is raise the surface. All right, so if you're weak right now, do it on a higher surface, like the back of a chair or a tall counter. So bring it up here where you're simply engaging your core, but you're not putting all your body weight. If you're in shape, get on the floor. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to pretend this is your airport seat. So what I'm going to simply have you do is come down on your elbow, 1 foot in front. That's going to help support your body. And then I'm going to have you, good posture, head back in line with your body. Don't overarch your back. You're not rolled open toward the ceiling. All right, you're right here, nice and square. Feel that in your stomach. Relax that bottom leg a little. I'm going to have you inhale. Nice deep breath. Think about expanding your ribs and your diaphragm. So, good. And then exhale right here from your core. You better believe I want you to feel it right here. All right, now I want you to do 4 to 5 breaths on each side, really getting your diaphragm engaged, getting your core firing, and those muscles wake up, turn on, and protect your back and your hips and your pelvis while you're on the plane. All right, tip number 2, 3, and 4 are simply what to do on the plane. Now, you're going to always take an extra sweater or a towel roll with you on the plane because they don't give out those nice little blankets and pillows like they used to. And yes, I am that old. I remember when they used to give out blankets and pillows. All right, so what you're going to do on the plane, this is your lovely plane seat, is you're going to always put something behind your lower back. All right, so you're just going to take your nice little pillow, blanket, jacket, and you're going to fold it up about yay big and about yay thick. We're not going crazy here, folks. All right, and you're going to put that right behind your lower back. We're going to pretend that my chair has lower back space. Get it in a nice comfy spot, and that way you have something to lean back on because all the planes that I've been on have this crazy hump here that pushes you forward. So if you don't have anything in your lower back, you're going to sit hunched. So let's put something back there to give you some support to stay upright and to have good posture because that alone might save your back. All right, so next tip is I'm going to have you take that same towel roll and roll it up nice and tight. So we're, 3-4 inches across. And in my case, maybe about 2.5 because I'm going to squish it. All right, so what I'm going to have you do is place it between your knees and then you're going to squeeze. Now, what we're doing here is we are getting your adductors engaged, your inner thigh muscles. Think about those muscles as being the anchor for your pelvis. All right, this is going to help take the stress off your SI joints, off your back. It's going to get everything working that helps to stabilize and turn on your core. All right, so go ahead, stick that towel roll in there and squeeze. You want to feel this working in your inner thighs. What I don't want to work is hip flexors. All right, so take your thumbs, put them right down on your hips and feel. Are these guys tight? Are they working? If they are, tell them to relax. All right, so squeezes, I want you to hold for about 5 seconds and relax. All right, squeeze again, hold about 5 seconds. And if you can do this every 20 to 30 minutes while you're on the plane, that is really going to go a long way for helping your back. The other thing you can do is glute squeezes. So squeeze your glutes, come up tall through your torso, not by arching your back more, but by coming up tall through your torso and let it go. All right, so squeeze, come up tall, let it go. Fantastic. All right, next tip, drink a lot of coffee. I just need you to get up and pee. All right, so simply just getting out of your seat Always try to go to the bathroom on the plane, and if you don't have to get up and go to the bathroom or don't want to use those bathrooms, can't say I blame you there. I want you to at least get up and go walk to the door and pretend to wait in line and go back to your seat. Now, while you're waiting in line, I want you to give me just a quick little hip flexor stretch. So you're going to step back with one leg. We're just going to do a couple pulses. You're going to squeeze your glute, down, back up, down, back up. This is tiny, very tiny. We're getting a functional stretch while we get your glute to work. All right, so we're not cranking on it. We're not arching your back. All we're simply doing is activating your glute to take a little pressure off of the hip flexor that's been getting tight while you sit in your seat. All right, so those are your exercise tips. Now, one more while you wait in line, that if that little lunge is just a little bit too hard for you, I want you to think, just stand here nice and tall, you're not overarching your back, and I want you to squeeze your glute and just extend your leg. Just a pinch. I'm going to tighten my shirt. So squeeze, extend, and back. What I'm not doing is this. Okay, it's not coming from my back. So all this is going to simply do is the same thing. Get your glute engaged, get your hip flexor loose, and get you moving. Okay, so squeeze, extend. 5 to 10 of these each leg. Once again, you only look a little crazy, but you'll feel better than everybody else. So totally worth it. All right, now, last tip that I promised is where to sit on the plane. All right, so airplanes are old, right? 70s, I think? 76, 70, you know, they were not made 2 days ago. So when you look at that old saggy couch, let's say you go over to your grandparents' house or your parents' house and you go to sit on the couch and you just sink and you have no back support whatsoever. Those are some of the seats on the plane because people have been sitting in them for years and years and years. But nobody likes the middle seat, right? So what I found through experimenting through sitting in various seats throughout the plane is, yes, I'm that person that will sit in the middle seat when there's an empty aisle. If you check out the middle seat, and you'll find that it often has vastly more support than the window or the aisle, because when they didn't used to pack in planes so heavily, no one would sit in the middle because they didn't want to sit close to their neighbors. So give that a shot. Try sitting in the middle. Try engaging your inner thighs. Try engaging your glutes and standing when you take your walking break. And then before you get on the plane, do some side planks. Get those abs engaged. All right? Thanks for watching. If you'd like more great tips, please join me at coreexercisesolutions.com. My name is Sarah Duvall, and I can't wait to see you again.